Welcome back. This is Nicogram once again. Right-angled trigonometric functions. That is what I'm going to discuss in this video. If this is your repetition, then you know that there are 6 trigonometric functions that related to right angle. Like what I said, do not assume that this is a right-angled triangle. But now it is, because I declared it that it is. So for example, this is your triangle A, B, C, and then you have an angle theta, and then we say this is your side A, this is your side B, and this is your side C. Side C, or the longest side, is always the hypotenuse. So let's define. We will start with sine. Sine theta. It is always written by sin, never written sine. It is always sin, sine theta. It is defined as the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. In our example, that is A divided by C. And then the cosine theta, cosine, or cos theta. Then we have the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. In our example, then we have, in our triangle, then we have B divided by C. And then we have the tangent theta, or we call it tan theta. Then we have, by definition, it should be the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. Or by definition, it is also cosine theta, sine theta, divided by cosine theta. And that is for sine theta, for sine theta, we have A divided by C. And for cosine theta, that is B divided by C. And C will become 1, then we have A divided by B. It's almost similar to, not almost similar, it is equal to opposite side divided by the adjacent side. And then we have the reciprocals. The reciprocal of sine is the cosecant. So we have here, the reciprocal of sine is cosecant, then theta, it is written always CSC. It sounds like a TV series. Theta is equal to 1 divided by sine theta. That means it should be hypotenuse divided by opposite side. Then we have C divided by A. And then the reciprocal of cosine is secant theta. That is sec theta. That is 1 divided by cosine. That means you have the hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. Then we have C divided by A. And then the last, the reciprocal of tangent is called cotangent. And theta, it is always written cot theta. Then we have cosine theta divided by sine theta, or we have the adjacent side divided by the opposite side, and that is adjacent side is b divided by a, opposite side. Okay, those are your 6 trigonometric functions. You need to remember them, or if you are allowed to use formula during the test, then you don't need to remember them. Just look at them and know how to use them. But around the world, formulas are not allowed during the examinations, so you need to memorize them. Okay, let's take some examples. Evaluate the 6 trigonometric functions of the angle theta. Then we have 5, 12, and we don't have the value of hypotenuse, so we need to find it. Hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 12 raised to 2 plus 5 raised to 2. What we call this is the hypotenuse. The Pythagorean theorem. And then we have the square root of 144 plus 25. And then we have the square root of 169 is 13. So hypotenuse is 13. Then we are ready. We have sine theta is equal to, if this is our theta, then 12 is our opposite side. Then we have 12 divided by hypotenuse, that's 13. Cosine theta. Then we have 5 divided by 13. And then tangent theta, we have the opposite side, that is 12. And then cosine, adjacent side, that is 5. I am thinking to cosine and sine and cosine. That's 12 divided by 5. And then the reciprocals, then we have the cosecant theta. Then we have 13 divided by 12. The reciprocal of sine. And the reciprocal of cosine is secant theta. Then we have 13 divided by 5. And then reciprocal of tangent is cotangent theta. Then we have 5 divided by 12. That's it. Another example. If theta is an acute angle of a right triangle, and sine theta is equal to 3 divided by 8, what is tangent theta? Then I need to draw a right triangle. This is a right triangle. Let's see. Sine, if this is a theta, let's see. Say this is a theta. Then we have sine is the opposite side and the hypotenuse. Then tangent theta is always the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So we need to have the adjacent side by solving. Let's say this is our x, solving the x. Our x now is x squared is equal to Pythagorean theorem. X squared is equal to 8 squared subtracted by 3 squared. Then we have x is equal to the square root of 64 minus 9. And that is, x is the square root of 64 minus 9, 55. 55 plus 9 is 64, yes. So that is 55. Now, the opposite side is 3 divided by the adjacent side is square root of 55. And we know that if we have professors or teachers that is very, very strict, they don't want squared in the denominator, then you need to expand this by multiplying 1, or the square root of 55 divided by the square root of 55. Then you have 3 square root of 55 divided by 55. Okay. My next video, I'll be discussing trigonometric values for special angles. I already prepared here. We have 30, 45, and 60. So I hope you will be there. And thank you for watching once again. Please subscribe if you like what you watch and you learn something. Have a nice day.